Hi, this is Lucas with YOGABODY, and I'd like to share with you the single most important at-home health device that almost nobody uses and nobody even knows about. And no, I'm not talking about a scale. I am talking about a blood glucose monitor. This simple, inexpensive device can completely transform your health. Excess sugar is the single biggest problem in our modern diet. It leads to weight gain, inflammation, digestive problems, hormonal problems, nerve damage, and it's linked to just about every degenerative illness, including the big ones like heart disease and cancer. For all those reasons, anyone who's concerned about their health needs to be monitoring their blood glucose on a regular basis, at least a few different times throughout the year. But I'll warn you in advance, most people are shocked about what they learn. Most people are walking around with pre-diabetes and dangerously high blood sugar levels all through the day, but they have no idea what's even happening. Doctors rarely measure for this because it's so common. They wait until there's a big health crisis before they even test your blood. But oftentimes, at that point, it's too late. So it's really important for anyone who cares about their health to take control with this little simple device and get a reading for where you are. Okay, so here's what you do. To take your fasting blood glucose, you need to get one of these little gizmos. Any device will work. I have one called AccuCheck. Any brand is fine. They all work great. Cheap, inexpensive, all fine. So you get one of these things, wake up in the morning before coffee, before juice, before breakfast, completely fasting, at least 8 hours since your last meal. I want you to prick your finger and take a reading. Your results are shown in milligrams per deciliter. It'll usually say mg over dl, and your target ranges are as follows. If your fasting blood glucose is above 126, there's a good chance that you're diabetic. If your blood glucose is 100 to 126, you're in the pre-diabetic range, and there's probably already damage happening inside your body, whether you're aware of it or not. If your blood glucose is between 90 and 100, that's an early warning sign of problems to come. Under 90 is a good zone, and under 80 is the lowest risk that we're looking for. So an important medical disclaimer here. I am not a medical doctor. I don't play one on television. This is not meant to be medical advice or diagnostic advice. But in the same way that you have a few tools in your bathroom right now, like a scale and a mirror, and when you look in the mirror and you look terrible, when you stand on the scale and you've gained a bunch of weight, you use these as indications that you need to get some help. So if you took a fasting blood glucose test and you realize you're in one of these warning zones, one of these danger zones, you should not look at that as the end-all be-all. You should for sure get medical help, and you should for sure start addressing your diet, your lifestyle, your fitness right away. Because in the same way that you'd take control if you looked in the mirror and you looked terrible, or you stood on the scale and you saw a big gain, looking at your blood sugar is essentially the same thing. It's an at-home tool that helps us take action with professionals. So if your goal this year is to lose weight, to look younger, to have better energy, the first step is really to get honest. And you cannot get honest without looking at your blood sugar. It's such a big problem. You gotta get one of these tests. Once you get one of these tests, you find out where you're at. And if you have a challenge, the good news is there are very simple and pragmatic steps to reversing elevated blood sugar, and I'll be sharing more with those with you in the days to come. So stay tuned for our next video. We're going to be talking about hidden sugars and a lot of the common foods that you eat every day.